So namhlanje I want to talk about preparing for the future. Yeah, I want to talk about preparing for the future. But before I get into it, I want to say this. The world has changed, guys. The world has been changing pre-COVID. COVID, what it did, it took things to another level. So if the world has changed, it means that the way we view the world also has to change. The way we interpret, the world also has to change, meaning the way we educate ourselves, the way we program our mind, what we put here also has to change. Unfortunately, in Africa, nothing has changed. Nothing is changing in Africa. That's why we will always catch the ground in Africa, because our education system has not changed. There are no plans of it changing. So I wanted to say that before I get into it. So preparing for the future, guys. The best way to prepare for the future is to develop an understanding, or rather, let me say, is to develop an ability to recognize patterns. To prepare for the future is to develop an ability to recognize patterns. So I'm going to make this personal. I'm going to talk about my life. I'm farming currently. I'm currently farming. 80% of my time I'm farming. The reason why we have food, the reason why the agricultural sector is successful is because someone recognized the pattern, which is its seasons. There is summer, there is autumn, there is winter, there is spring. This is why we're able to eat, because someone recognized the pattern. Someone recognized Bangabana in spring. That's the best time to plant. Spring is the best time to plant. Someone had to recognize the pattern, because in farming we use the seasons to plant. You can do the right thing. You can have all the necessary things, to grow food. But if you plant during winter, nothing is going to happen. Yes, there are vegetables that you can grow in winter, but most vegetables in agriculture are grown in spring. So when human beings developed an understanding of a season, the game changed. So in your life as well, you need to develop that ability to recognize patterns. So now what happened is that when COVID happened, I was doing what I was working for Project Playground. I was an operations manager, understand, doing what I love, earning a decent salary. But when COVID happened, because I developed the ability to recognize the patterns in my personal development journey, I left, because I understood what was going to happen. And I said, I understood Bangabana, it's going to be opportunities galore, but people are going to miss opportunities because they will be panicking. So it's an opportunity for me to move, to be a firefighter. When everyone is going out, I decided to go in. It was not easy, guys. It was not easy. I'm not going to lie. It was not easy. But I understand the patterns. I said, this change, this is the greatest change in our lifetime. We will never, ever experience what we experienced. This opportunities is galore. So I moved. Then I ventured into farming, and then things happened, and also I had to adapt. I had to change my mind and stuff and all of that. So I also went through some personal, challenges as well, whereby I was making that transition. So a transition, it is not going to be easy. It is not going to be, but for you to move to another level, you have to go through that process. And then once I became comfortable in this new level, then I decided to take my work and then put it online. That's what I'm currently doing now. I'm currently developing digital products, because if what you are doing you cannot digitize, you're going to be in trouble. If what you are doing you cannot digitize, you are going to be in trouble and stuff. So for me, and during summer, because when I was working for Project Playground for 5 years, it was summer in my life. It was spring, things were happening. But during that time, I knew that winter is coming, so I prepared myself. I started investing in myself. I started, taking my story and turning it into an asset. Let me share something with you guys. In the next 10 days, I'm gonna be doing 5 jobs. These 5 jobs are going to pay me 5 jobs in 5 days. These 5 jobs in 5 days are going to pay me what I used to earn in a month at Project Playground. Guys, do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Patterns. I can go on and on about this. I can run a seminar on this topic. But what I want to say to you guys is that you need to develop an ability to recognize patterns, because life is a series of patterns. Iba summer, iba autumn, iba winter, iba spring. So you need to know bangabana when you're currently going through spring, when it's spring, when things are happening, when it's summer, when things are happening in your life. Don't be naive and think that it's going to be spring and summer for the rest of your life. You gotta prepare for winter.